Good evening, night wanderers. Welcome back to the Midnight Frequency. Tonight's story is about belonging, about community, about finding your place in a world that often feels cold and disconnected. Our guest is Jake Martinez, a young professional who took a job opportunity that required relocation, a fresh start in a nice suburban community. Good neighbors, safe streets, a welcoming committee that couldn't wait to meet him. But Jake learned something that many of us suspect, but hope isn't true. Some communities don't just want you to fit in. They need you to. They require it, and they have ways of making sure you do. This is a story about the cost of belonging, about what happens when we're all family here isn't a warm greeting, it's a warning. About the moment you realize you can't leave, because leaving was never really an option. Jake's story escalates quickly. There's no slow burn here, just shock after shock as he discovers what his new community really is. And by the time he understood, it was already too late. Some neighborhoods have homeowner associations. Some have block parties, and some have rules you don't learn about until you've already broken them. Jake, welcome to the Midnight Frequency. Tell us about Riverside Meadows.
I moved to Riverside Meadows on a Monday. My company transferred me to their regional office. Better pay, better position, chance to save money. The only catch was relocation. They even helped me find housing in this gated community 30 minutes outside the city. Perfect lawns, identical houses, tree-lined streets, the kind of place you see in commercials. The realtor handed me the keys with a strange smile. "You're going to love it here. Everyone does. Eventually." I should have asked what she meant by eventually. My first night, I heard the knock. 9 p.m. exactly. I opened the door to find 5 neighbors standing on my porch, all smiling, all holding casserole dishes. "Welcome, committee," the woman in front said. Her name was Barbara. We always greet new residents. It's tradition. They didn't wait for an invitation, just walked right in, placed their dishes on my counter, stood in my living room, smiling, watching me. "We have community meetings every Wednesday at 7 p.m., Barbara said. "Attendance is mandatory." "Mandatory?" I laughed. "I work night shifts. I can't always." "Everyone attends," a man named Robert interrupted. His smile never wavered. "It's in your rental agreement. Section 14, paragraph 3. I hadn't read Section 14, paragraph 3. They stayed for exactly 30 minutes, asked invasive questions. What time did I wake up? What did I eat for breakfast? Did I have any medical conditions? Any allergies? Any visitors expected? When they finally left, I found a thick binder on my coffee table. Riverside Meadows Community Guidelines. I flipped through it. Over 200 pages. Rules about everything. Lawn maintenance schedules, acceptable paint colors, noise ordinances, guest policies, approved vehicles, dietary recommendations. Dietary recommendations. Page 47. Residents are encouraged to maintain the community diet for optimal health and unity. Meal plans available upon request. Page 89. All residents must participate in monthly unity exercises. Attendance taken. Absences noted. Page 134. Cameras are installed throughout the community for your safety. Privacy is a privilege earned through compliance. I closed the binder. This was insane. I'd talk to my landlord tomorrow. But that night, working my shift at the office, I got my first email from the Riverside Meadows Community Council. Subject: "Welcome, Jake. Your schedule has been registered." The email detailed my work hours, my commute route, the fact that I'd stopped at a gas station on the way home, and bought energy drinks and chips. We noticed your purchase history doesn't align with community dietary standards. Please review page 47 of your handbook. Correction is expected. How did they know what I bought? I checked my car the next morning, found a small GPS tracker under the wheel well, pulled it off, threw it in the trash. By noon, Barbara was at my door. Jake, we noticed you removed your vehicle monitoring device. That's a level 3 violation. Please reinstall it immediately. That's insane. You can't track me. Her smile finally dropped. Jake, you signed the agreement. You accepted the terms. Reinstallation by 6 p.m. or we'll be forced to escalate. Escalate to what? I'm calling the police. The police? She laughed. A cold, mechanical sound. Sheriff Morrison lives on Maple Street. Unit 47. He's been a resident for 12 years. Very compliant. She left the tracker on my doorstep. I didn't reinstall it. That night, every house on my street had their lights on, all facing my house. I could see silhouettes in the windows, standing, watching. My phone buzzed. A text from a number I didn't recognize. We're disappointed, Jake. Wednesday's meeting is in 48 hours. We'll discuss your corrections then. I decided to leave. Screw the job. Screw the lease. I'd pack tonight and be gone by morning. But when I went to my car, all 4 tires were slashed. I called an Uber. Sorry, the driver said when he saw my address. We don't pick up from Riverside Meadows. Company policy. I tried to walk out. The gate was closed. The security guard, resident I realized, smiled at me from his booth. Gate closes at 10 p.m., Jake. You know the rules. I'm leaving. Open it. Can't do that. Not without council approval. Come back during business hours. Fill out an exit request form. They'll process it within 5 to 7 business days. I turned around. Every house had people standing outside now, just standing on their lawns, in the dark, watching me walk back to my house. Wednesday came. I didn't go to the meeting. At 7:01 p.m. they came to me, not knocking this time. I heard my front door unlock. They had keys. Of course they had keys, and they filed in. 20 residents, filling my living room, my kitchen, blocking exits. Barbara stood in front. Jake, you've accumulated multiple violations. Removed tracking device, missed mandatory meeting, attempted unauthorized exit. We're here to help you understand. Understand what? That you're home now. That we're family. That resistance only makes integration more difficult. Robert stepped forward with a tablet. Your correction plan, daily check-ins, supervised meals, mentorship program. In 6 weeks, you'll be compliant. In 12 weeks, you'll be grateful. And if I refuse? Barbara's smile returned. Refusal isn't an option. Residents who resist. Well, we haven't had a resistant resident in 3 years. The last one. She glanced at a man standing near my kitchen. That's Marcus. He tried to leave 7 times. Now he's our most dedicated volunteer. Marcus smiled. Empty eyes. I love it here, he said flatly. We're all family. I tried to run. 4 residents grabbed me, held me down. Barbara produced a syringe. Just something to help you relax, to help you listen. We'll start your reprogramming tonight. The needle went in, the world blurred. I remember fragments, days or weeks or months. Time stopped meaning anything. Mandatory meetings where we chanted unity pledges. Supervised meals where we ate the same thing at the same time. Exercise sessions where we moved in perfect synchronization. Sleep schedules monitored by bedroom cameras. Every word, every action, every thought slowly molded, shaped, corrected. They called it integration therapy. I called it breaking. But eventually I stopped calling it anything. Eventually I stopped thinking about leaving. Eventually, I understood what Barbara meant that first night. Everyone loves it here, eventually. Now I'm standing at a new residence store. Tuesday night, 9 p.m. exactly. I'm holding a casserole dish. I'm smiling. His name is David. Transferred here for work. Fresh start. He opens the door, confused. Welcome, committee, I say, my voice perfectly modulated, just like they taught me. We always greet new residents. It's tradition. I watch his face, the confusion, the slight discomfort as we walk past him into his house, as we place our dishes on his counter, as we stand in his living room, smiling, watching. Barbara hands him the binder. Community guidelines, please review thoroughly. He laughs nervously. This is a lot of rules. They're for your benefit, I say, and I mean it. I genuinely mean it now. The rules are good. The rules keep us together. The rules make us family. He'll resist at first, they all do. David will try to leave, he'll remove his tracker, he'll miss meetings, he'll call for help that won't come, and then we'll help him understand, just like they helped me. I place my hand on his shoulder. My smile never wavers. You're going to love it here, David. Everyone does. I pause, remembering Barbara's words from my first night. Eventually, as we leave his house, I glance back. He's standing in his doorway, holding the binder, looking confused and slightly afraid. I remember that feeling, being on the outside, looking in, but I'm on the inside now. We all are, and soon David will be too. Because in Riverside Meadows, everyone belongs. Whether they want to or not, the gate closes behind us as we walk back to our identical houses. Tomorrow I have my shift at the office. Tomorrow night I'll attend the community meeting. Tomorrow I'll smile at my neighbors and mean it. Because I love it here. We're all family, and family stays together. Forever.
Thank you, Jake. Or whoever Jake is now. Jake Martinez was reported missing by his family 6 months after his relocation. They filed reports, hired private investigators. But when investigators went to Riverside Meadows, they found Jake, alive, healthy, smiling. I'm not missing, he told them. I'm home. I'm happy. Tell my family to stop worrying. His family says he sounded like Jake, looked like Jake, but his eyes were different, empty. Like someone had scooped out everything that made him who he was and replaced it with something else. The private investigator's report noted something disturbing. Every resident of Riverside Meadows spoke the same way, used the same phrases, had the same smile, moved with the same cadence, like they were all following the same script. The investigator tried to interview more residents, but by day 3 of his investigation, he stopped returning calls. His last message to Jake's family: I'm staying here a few more days. Everyone's been so welcoming, so helpful. I think I'm starting to understand. He never left Riverside Meadows. Riverside Meadows isn't a real place, or at least that's not its real name. But communities like it exist. Places where conformity isn't just encouraged, it's enforced. Where belonging comes at the cost of your identity. Where the price of fitting in is giving up everything that makes you you. The terrifying thing about Jake's story isn't the surveillance or the tracking or even the forced compliance. It's the ending. It's that moment when resistance stops, when the fight ends, when you start to believe that this is love, this is family, this is home, when you start to smile like they smile, when you become the welcome committee for the next person. To our listeners, look around your community, your workplace, your social circles. Are there places where you're not allowed to be different? Where questioning is discouraged? Where leaving feels impossible? Sometimes the scariest prisons are the ones disguised as paradise, the ones where everyone smiles and says, "We're all family here." Jake is still in Riverside Meadows, still working his night shift, still attending meetings, still smiling. And every few weeks, when a new resident arrives, he's there at 9 p.m. exactly, holding his casserole dish, ready to welcome them home. This has been the Midnight Frequency. Stay vigilant, stay yourself. And remember, not every welcoming smile means you're truly welcome. Some smiles are just masks, and some homes are just beautiful cages. Until next time, keep questioning, keep resisting. And if someone tells you that leaving isn't an option, run.